up? What's up? You're listening to That's 86 podcast. You're here with Bryant Fennell. Also, my good friend Theo to my right.
I'm Theo to the right.
Theo to the right. For y'all who can't see, he just chucked the deuces as in a greeting and not a way of departure. So that's 86. I mean, it's pretty much a show where we talk about a lot of hospitality industry issues.
Why? Is there dispute about how the deuces can be chunked?
I mean, you sometimes,
Cause no, niggas say goodbye with the deuces, but you never had a high with the deuces?
I mean, it's also peace too.
You never had a high with the deuces though?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do it all.
I do, yeah. I got it from little Japanese girls.
Wait, huh?
Oni.
Oh, all right, my fault. I'm sorry. I just heard a slew of Japanese girls and.
All right. So as you were, I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I gotta take this one off.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I said I got it from, like saying,
you got it from.
Hi.
Wait, how do I get slew then?
Oh, you're hearing things. You have headphones on.
All right.
It's all right.
I'm putting them back on. All right, so this is a podcast where we talk about a lot of hospitality industry issues that's going on. We do not try to make light of them, but sometimes.
Wait. We don't just talk about issues. We highlight good things too.
No, I was going to round it all the way around.
Oh, okay.
Because
you started off mad serious. Like, yo, we talk about issues here.
I know.
We do not make light of any situations here.
Like, just to let you know.
So let that be clear. Let that be clear and established. No, I was just making sure.
No, I mean, I was going to say we have fun. You know, it's lighthearted. We tell a lot of jokes. I think they're funny. Usually. See, but I think I'm hilarious, though. So, I mean, if you know me, you know that I'm funny.
You don't even tell none of the jokes.
They know all of the jokes.
What's the jokes?
I mean, well, we didn't do a joke right now. I mean,
what's the jokes?
It's too early for the jokes right now because we haven't even started it. So I'm just trying to introduce everything. So, yep. I mean, this is usually how our conversation goes. Why it's so entertaining? Because it's just like we're both like pushing back, you know. But that takes conversations to a higher level, and it's all fun. Did I do it right?
Nah. So what we talking about today?
I'm supposed to do.
So what we talking about today?
No. Intro the podcast.
Well, I don't know what we talking about. How the fuck am I intro it?
I mean, it's already happening.
Okay. So you told me to intro it.
All right. So,
and now I asked you what we're talking about so I can intro it properly, and you tell me it's already happening.
Okay. All right.
What do you want from me right now?
All right. So
what do you want?
So
I'll give it to you. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you.
This is what I want to talk about today, right?
Okay.
But all right. So overall.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to ask, what's hospitality nowadays? Like, what do what do you think the masses think of what hospitality is? The people that's in hospitality, your personal opinion of hospitality.
So we're not gonna depend on Webster this week?
No, we can, but
are we gonna consult Webster at all?
We can.
Okay, it's not that we have to. It's just that when we talk about defining terms, first off, communication in general. Hi, Nico.
Yeah, just let you guys know. That's Nico. He don't play around.
We're protected.
Yeah.
So anyways, communication in any terms is always like dependent upon the definition of the terms that we agree on, you know? So yeah, you asked what hospitality is. So I'll just start off simple and say, to me, hospitality is trying your best to show somebody a good time, assuming that you have the ability to.
Okay. So what I always thought hospitality was or is just like making someone feel welcome. You know, like you said, having a good time. I don't want to say using the word hospitable, but just creating a safe, fun environment where everyone's caring for one another. And yeah, I guess that's it. Just making everyone feel welcomed. Overall, is what I would think hospitality is.
Okay.
Now we can check what Webster has to say about hospitality.
All right.
Now there's a reason why I do bring all this up. But before then, how was your week, man? What's been going on?
Baseball. Everybody's out to an average start. It's going to be a real short year, so unlike any other time, it's going to be a sprint and not a marathon. So yeah, there's no team yet on the boards that is undefeated or has no wins. So pretty average season. Last year's playoffs, I think it worked out to be about a 52% win average. So if you apply that this year, then you might want to get that.
Yeah.
If you apply that this year, then that'll end up being like 31 games it'll take to make it into the playoffs. So out of 60. So yeah, seems like everybody's going to the playoffs this year. At least so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the week.
Yeah, that was literally my week, bro. I mean, unless I played a bunch of guitar to myself and sung a bunch of songs to myself, but let's just
your own songs.
It's a mix. I'm mixing a variation. I'll sing my own songs. I'll sing other people's songs. I just sing songs.
Are you recording yourself?
Nah, not really.
Nah.
I just kind of do it just to keep myself sharp.
Okay. All right. So my week was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. Apparently, I guess I overstepped my boundaries, I guess.
Well, you are a habitual line stepper. So how'd you do it this time?
Someone. All right. So a couple weeks ago, a couple people and myself went to New Jersey and we got some wine and all that. So we were doing splits. We did a 3-way split. And
Broke nigga shit. Cheers.
cheers.
If I was there, I would have just bought all of it. And I would have told y'all to take care of me when I need it.
So here's the whole thing.
Or when I'm down, or when you can.
All right. So we were going to a little gathering together.
Okay.
So we were all just bringing out wines. But while we were at this wine store, it was like, it's all of this other stuff. So I just started buying what I was studying for the next couple weeks, which is Greek.
Yeah, you just went shopping.
Yeah. So then it was this 95 vintage wine that apparently was getting raved about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one person wanted it. And they were just like, we should start splitting the wines. And I was just like, I'm not in this, you know? I don't care to taste any of this, honestly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm here, I got Greek wines, that's what
I have my own agenda right now.
Yeah.
And stop looking at what's in my hand and starting to make your own plans.
So overall, they came together and they were just like, well, I mean, I guess if we're gonna do a tasting, let's do it, you know? And me, I wasn't saying anything still.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very end, it was just like, all right, cool. We're gonna split. I'm doing it right here. So I paid my money right then and there. So I assume that it's just us three. It's just us three. So then time goes by and then we're trying to figure out the time. So I guess last week on the podcast when I was having an exchange with the person I guess who was organizing the whole tasting for us to sit there and just do this line of Spanish wines.
You guys were doing lines?
Hmm?
You guys were doing lines?
Of the Spanish wines? Yeah, like a portfolio, vertical tasting.
Okay.
So, mind you, I already paid. So in my head, it's like it's three of us, it's already paid for, that's that.
Uh-huh.
So, I did invite, I invited someone.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you started it.
Huh?
You started fucking up.
Well, see, that's the whole confusing part. Is because it's just because it was a whole discussion based around this winemaker.
Okay.
Because he felt left out of something else that we did, and so everybody was just like, "Yo, it's him."
All right.
Just invite you, So it's just like, all right, cool.
Okay.
So the way that I was thinking was just like, yo, this is our guy, We all been talking about getting together anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I invited him to a tasting, to what I thought would be the Spanish portfolio tasting.
Right.
So then I get there, it's none of that wine that's being poured. So it's my strawberry wine,
Mm-hmm.
it's his wine that he made, and there's these like other types of wine. And so when I walk in, I was just like, wait, we're not doing the Spanish wines? Like,
You want me to be real with you right now?
yeah.
All right. So last week I was here when you called homie.
Mm-hmm.
What was the boy name?
Ethan.
No. Ethan's the cool one. Who was the other one?
Oh, Arendo.
That nigga was drawling. I could tell immediately that he was gonna be on some fuck shit. And that's what happened. You let that nigga organize some shit. He was on some fuck selfish shit. So he fucked up the whole experience because he was being selfish. And that's how it is, man. You can't be doing stuff with people who are being selfish. Like you walk into these things. Like me personally, my time is my most valued possession. My most valued possession. So if I bring something to somewhere, like if I bring weed or if I bring something to drink or if I bring some food or something like that, that's nothing to me. That's just to help us enjoy the experience and enjoy the time spent. But me being there in the first place is usually like, that's the honor, you know what I'm saying? That's the cherished moment. So he, being selfish, fucked up the honor and the cherished moment. He threw out the baby with the bathwater, bro, in my perspective.
Yeah, that's how I feel. So that right there was just like pretty interesting, you know, because we all were having a blast, a good time, you know, just sitting there talking, you know, enjoying the wines and whatnot. So then throughout this week, it's text messages
Can
like
you put this somewhere? Can you put this somewhere?
Like it's mass text.
I usually don't have a choice but to put it on the floor. And
It's mass text messaging,
I guess I
mass
could've did
text
that.
messages that's going off, right?
uh-huh.
And then I'm looking at the list of everybody that's included in this text message, inviting everybody to the Spanish wine tasting. So I'm just like, oh, that's cool. But I think that we still shouldn't charge anybody
Right.
for the sheer fact that we already paid for it. The split is already there. It's done. So if you're sitting there inviting people, that's you just extending your hand to let people come in and experience this with us.
Yeah, like if you're gonna invite people, invite it, but don't sell them.
Yeah, don't invite someone and then say, well, we already split it, so we need you to now put in a percentage so we can sit there and make an equal split so we can so we can get back some of the money, and all that kind of stuff. I didn't agree with any of that. And like all these people are our friends.
They were.
At least my friends.
They
you
were.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's just like, who charges your friends to come and party?
it's,
Or even come and like just like engage in something that we all collectively enjoy and respect.
yeah, like
This is a moment. Like, let's enjoy it.
for real, like it's already like now if it wasn't paid for, if we had nothing yet, and then it's like, hey guys, we're sitting here trying to
Yeah, that's something you can discuss as you
That's
put it
something
together.
Totally different, but it's something we were already going to do. So I was so confused about that. So we're going back and forth. Arendam and I are going back and forth in conversation, and he's just like, yeah, you don't like how it feels when someone's doing something that you don't like. And I was just like, wait. Oh, it's like, because I started inviting. He's like, you don't like that I started inviting people. I was like, no, I don't mind you inviting people. I mind you inviting
Charging
people
them.
and charging people. It's like this was supposed to be cool, and now it's not the same thing. And then you already gave. So then at this point, he gave me my money back from the split. So I'm just like, oh, so does this mean that now
So all the rest of the
I
money
have
he's
to
keeping?
I have to sit there and go back. No, like, so if I still want to do this, now I have to pay a lower fare than what you just gave me. And he was like, probably. And I was just like, well, no, I can tell you right now, I'm not doing that, because this is a whole different experience than what it was supposed to be in the beginning. Like, I thought it was so cool that it was just going to be us and we were just going to do this little taste thing,
So can I just jump? Should I cut to the chase?
Yeah.
So anyway, you tried to partner with somebody else, as we always do, and you got burnt a little bit again. Okay, so cool. How's your reaction to that? How you feel? Because we're talking about it. So clearly you're hurt by it, right? But
well, yeah,
at the same time, it's not going to break you. Like, it's not going to change how you do things.
No.
So I want to ask you, how do you feel about it? Because this isn't a new experience, and it seems to be a kind of a trend.
Yeah, well, no, because it started making me question, like what do people, like, we're all in the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, how do you view hospitality? Not you, but like people in general. It's just like, how would you feel if somebody did that to you? Like, I would feel like that's...
I feel like a Ponzi.
Like, that's not... Yeah, I'm like, I feel like this is not cool, and, like, of course I have the option to sit there and say no. Like, I would sit there and just like, no, I'm not going to that. Like, you invited me, and now you want me to pay. You know, like, that's something different. You know, rather how it's presented just doesn't seem like it's a
It's
cool
like when
thing.
he invited me to that fucking thing. And I was like, oh, he invited me to that thing. I wasn't going to go anyway. But then I found out later on that it was like, he said, yo, I'm throwing this party, or barbecue, I think he called it. But then after that, it was like, oh yeah, you got to go in there and buy plates and all of that shit. And it's like, bro, you know how upset I would have been if I would have took my ass all the way across the city with the motivation of, once I get here, I get to relax and I'm going to have a meal and it's going to be my friends. And then I get there and somebody's in my pocket as soon as I get there.
Yes.
You didn't explain it to be that way. Now, if you wanted to send me a flyer, send me a flyer. Let me know what it is from the gate. But don't be my friend and then invite me in and then be like, all right, pay your fare. Pay your fare now.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's where the whole confusion for me comes in. That's why I have like the screwed face within this, where it's just like yo, that's not cool. And I don't want to be a part of something that's like that, you know? Like, because it was like what makes these like tastings cool is like, this is like, at this point now, this is not natural or organic because we have like lights and a camera going. But the conversation would be the same, you know? Or it'd be similar. I would say that. It would be drinks in front of us and all of that. So to sit there, and that's just like me one day, us just, you know, doing this. It's like, yo, my homie's always going to come over. Let me sit there and just set up a camera and lights and everything. And then you come in one day, and now there's a microphone in front of you with a camera. And it's just like,
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I feel exploited.
Yeah, like it just doesn't. It just feels nasty. You
know?
It just feels nasty. And then these are the people that I do consider my friends. So I do have a relationship. I care about them. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just like why would you want to do this to your friend? Like, why would you want to do this to people that
you call your friends?
That you call your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
So that's where I was wondering with hospitality. You know?
Okay.
Where it's just like okay, like that's like a for people who aren't familiar with how an opening goes of a bar or restaurant, they have these trial runs where it's called like soft openings or family and friends, where they invite their family and friends, investors, and everybody to come and experience what things are going to be like there at the establishment, but also gives the staff a chance to work out the kinks, you know, to get into the flow, to see how it's going to go and everything. So during these soft openings, there's usually no check, or it's a faux check that they'll just drop off and you don't have to pay anything. So just imagine you going in there, ordering what's on the menu, and then the check gets dropped off, and it has a price tag on it that wasn't supposed to be there. You know, you would feel a lot different about your experience at that establishment because that's not. It's like, wait, that's not. I didn't think that's how this went. You weren't clear about how this was going to go. You know?
Yeah, I thought I could come here and relax and let my guard down and be amongst my peers. But no, apparently I'm amongst wolves and I have to keep my guard up.
Yeah, it's like that. Like so usually within these, they just say, hey, could you just leave a tip for whoever was taking care of you? You know, so just mind that. So if it's like, oh, I got to pay for something that I didn't think that I would have to, for something that we were all invited to, friends and family, a soft opening, this is for your trial run and all that kind of jazz, and I gotta pay, and I probably gotta leave a tip too, I'm definitely like, no, you know?
Yeah.
Something's gonna have a negative reaction to it.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious.
And that's how I feel this was. Even though, because it's not like an event, it was never an event, you know? And to sit there and to come to the people that you do consider your friends, or that you call your friends and that you want to do things with, to sit there and say, hey, send out this whole, not a real invitation like, hey, it's a soft opening or anything like that, but yo, we're doing this, you guys, next week I'm around this time, come, you know, you guys should come and taste out these wines. So, by the way,
so
we already split the cost, but we want you to also contribute to it, the cost, so therefore we can pretty much get...
Yeah, if you wanted to do that, you would have said that, because it's that simple to say. But that's not what you wanted to do. right? So I was gonna say, so like, have you adopted any policies or anything for how to deal with this type of thing in the future, or have you learned any lesson from this?
I mean, this just gets me more grounded in who I am and
Okay.
what I want to do and the kind of people that I want to work with or collaborate with. Like, based off of this, I'm just like, because I know that this is something that I never want my brand to stand behind
Right.
or be a part of, you know, because it's just like when you usually hear me being there, it's like, oh, he's gonna be there. Oh, it's cool. He's cool. You know, like you usually hear things like that when it comes to these kind of things. So like now it's more so just like is there an ulterior motive behind it? If this thing grows, but also me, because it's like, all right, I have to ask more questions, saying, hey, is potentially you guys what does this look like for you guys? Is this exclusive? Is it inclusive? Like it's just more steps that I need to
Yeah,
think
just more
about.
communication.
You know, and then if things do go, like for me to sit there and just say like, tell Ethan like, no, like yo, whatever is said to you, don't sit there and feel like you have to pay any money.
Yeah, but then that also puts him in a position because it's like, okay, so this guy's gonna come up and confront me, and you what do you want me to do? You want me to just ignore him, or like?
No, I mean he did exactly what he did exactly. what he
was gonna bring shit anyways.
He
was gonna bring shit anyways.
and that's a whole nother because that we got there anyway. But so it comes down. So he got in the car and he said,
Yeah, clearly this is bothering you.
Bryant said, I don't. Yeah, because it's just like, it's crazy to me. He said, as soon as he got in, he was like, Bryant said I don't have to pay anything or I don't have to bring anything.
Bam.
Boom. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He was there. So it can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like.
So what you want to do? You gonna punch me now, or
like,
I gotta get out of the car?
Like, well, I mean, like if it was really a thing, you could have just been like, oh, you know.
Oh, you gotta get out now.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
damn.
Well, we really.
You can't come with us.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
It's like, oh.
It's so
you know
many
what?
other things.
Bryant has to get out too. You and Bryant get out.
I wasn't there.
Niggas is stupid.
So it didn't have to sit here and.
So he got in the car with him and he had to tell him what you said.
Yeah.
Even though you already fucking told him. That's so fucking retarded.
That's the whole thing. And they're like, we never discussed this. I was like, I really.
You told the nigga 30 times.
Us having
no, I'm not charging him because we already bought these bottles. If anything, he's just gonna judge it. Ethan's gonna bring bottles anyway, so like it's gonna round out.
And see now
this nigga turned it into a whole nother party.
I
was from the outside looking in and I heard this.
I don't.
So you know he understood you. You made yourself clear.
I don't know if.
No, fuck this shit, bro.
I don't know. Because I don't know if it's more so like. So Ethan did bring a bottle.
Okay.
It's a bottle that he made back in like 2012 or something like that.
That's value.
It's, you know.
That's so much value.
And so in the messages that I was reading, it seemed like it was just like frowned upon. That's like, and you like he bought his own bottle, you know.
You brought your own bottle.
I was just like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like.
To me, that's better.
I was like, I don't.
Am I wrong?
I think that's so like that's an artist.
To me, that's better.
Like,
he gave you something that's been brewing for 8 years, that he's been sitting on, that there's limited stock of, that he was willing to share with you, a piece of his heart, the vulnerability that it takes to give somebody something that you created. Yo, man, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You can't work with these people no more, man.
Yeah, so I mean,
you can't work with these people.
So overall,
no more,
like I sit there and I think about, all right, yo,
they out here giving niggas COVID, bro. You can't work with these people no more.
It's my community. It's like I could work on communication a little bit better, you know, a whole lot more understanding.
Nah, you made yourself real clear, bro.
But I thought I did. I figured
you made yourself very. I was watching.
I figured
like I said, outside looking in.
Like, because I mean, but then to go to more friends, like. To go to more friends, like it's not like it's on like a
no, he was being
page.
he was being a dick.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to a Facebook wine page and it's like, hey, whoever wants to pay to join us, do that.
No, bro.
you went to a small
You went to a bunch
group of people that's the friends.
That's the homies. And, said,
and then
come through.
sat there and did
and
that.
they say, yo, you gotta pay.
If it's the homies, if it's the friends, like, yo, we all are in this together. We all are good. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna sit there, it's like, yo, I already got this.
So you at least made it clear that your stance wasn't his stance to the whole community, though, right?
Yeah.
Right,
everybody,
cool.
But everybody already knows. And now the narrative of what can possibly happen is that I'm difficult to work with and all that kind of jazz. Even though this isn't a work with kind of thing.
Oh, it became that because you guys threw a motherfucking shindig.
No.
You guys threw a shindig together.
No, it didn't. It hasn't happened. It's not happened. Well, it's going to happen. I'm probably not going to be there.
Well, you guys are clearly partners.
No, in what?
Because if Ethan has to fucking quote you when he's getting in this kid's car, you guys are clearly in this shit together, all right? I don't know how it's working out. I don't know the hierarchy here, the politics behind it, but you are clearly together in this, if that's how that works.
Like, this is crazy.
I know it's crazy.
And that blows my mind because I just thought this was like this, what we're doing.
Nah.
But, you know,
I mean, well, even
this, but, you know.
But no. So the thing is, even this, what we're doing, you know, there's terms and agreements behind this shit, so you can't even assume that.
That's what I'm not saying, like this.
Oh, no, it's not this, but.
With you and I, you and I, drinking wine.
You assume that,
sitting here, you know.
Well, this boy didn't. This boy assumed a different position.
Like, I thought it was just us.
He assumed a different position.
Well, yeah, I see. So it made me sit there, like, because I think that's, like, the most unhospitable thing you can do.
I mean, that's clear. I've been trying to get you to the next fucking step for like the last 5 minutes, but that's why I was like, oh, clearly this is hurting you.
This is the whole thing.
Yeah, you like this nigga shot and he stabbed and he fucking killed and he shot and he stabbed and he killed.
Because it's just like, well, all right, so like, it's just like, well, what's hospitality, you know?
Yeah.
And then, so Webster has receiving
my good old pal Webster.
Guests or strangers warmly and generously.
Guests or strangers warmly or generously.
No, and
so he wasn't generous. All right, cool.
So, you know, like,
that's simple. It's easy. By definition, that wasn't hospitality because it was like a scheme.
But just imagine how many people
because guess what?
in our industry is like.
Because guess what? Do you think all the money went to wine? Or do you think he ended up with a little extra money at the end?
I don't know. Because I don't.
You don't care.
Yeah.
And guess what? I don't either. But I can tell you this. He ended up with some extra money at the end.
Look, I don't know. I don't care. I think it's all bullshit. You know, like, I just think that it's just like the uncool.
Yeah, so with this said,
man.
I mean, all right, so that's just certain people's mentality. I don't think that all people are just hospitable. That's just what it comes down to. I remember when I was a young guy and I used to spend my time at various people's homes because that's where we could only chill, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
So when you go to certain people's house, they mom be like, get this nigga a sandwich. Get this nigga a sandwich. Give him some water. You want some Parmesan cheese on that? Shake it on it, you know? Mm-hmm. Like certain people's parents are like that. Then you get to certain other people's houses and certain people just be like, hey, how you doing? Or certain other people just be like, oh, whoa, wait, let me walk upstairs before he come in.
Yeah.
All right, that's parents. Now, that's parents. Now, when you get to certain people's houses, your friends, they'll be like, yo, you want something to drink or something? I got some water. I got water. I think I got some milk or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then you get to certain other people's houses, they be like, yeah, oh, you just got here. Let's walk to the store and grab some beer. And then you get to certain other people's houses and they'll be like, you get there and you already brought the beer, right? Mm-hmm. So to me, I consider these things and I want to be that guy, right? Mm-hmm. Certain other people, they might not. Certain other people don't consider these things, right? But then certain other people consider these things, but they just don't do it for you, or they just not your friend. Mm-hmm. Like, so with that said, hospitality was taught to me very, very young, because I would go into people's houses and they would be like, yeah, you want some water or something? I ain't got much. And then 5 minutes later, their mom come downstairs and be like, get this nigga a sandwich, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I ain't even hungry. They'd be like, it don't matter. You're gonna be here for a little while.
You might get hungry later.
Yeah, eat now. Like, damn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can tell you now. I definitely didn't come from hospitable background or upbringing.
I did. I used to make niggas sandwiches when they came to my house.
Yeah, no. It actually.
My mom used to tell me, "We got lunch meat. Your friend want a sandwich?" Not even know the nigga name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I mean, that wasn't my upbringing or anything like that. As you know me since.
Your mom told me, your friend want some fruit?
Well, yeah, now.
Theo want some fruit? No, ain't no now.
Life is life is different now. My mom is so sweet now. Change did a whole 180. But like, even still, alright, so I guess the easiest way when it clicked for me was I was working at Rosa Blanca and I was talking to Chef Garces, and he was telling me what he thought hospitality was, and it was just that definition, you know. But he said it in his way, where it's just like, no, man, it's welcoming. It's like, yo, you're happy to see people come into your house. Like, you have the place warm because just like, you know, your friends are coming. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone feels like, yo, I don't want to leave this place. You know, like, it's been so good. It's been so generous and all of that. You know, like, and that actually painted the picture of me. You know,
The only time I considered buying an air conditioner this summer was when I saw how much Tone was sweating sitting on my fucking couch. He just sitting there talking to me, just like, they're just trickling down his face, and he like, yeah, bro. And I'm just looking at him like, damn, this nigga hot as shit.
Like,
he won't say a damn word about it. He just so hot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be in there chilling, but this boat was hot as hell. So yeah, I thought about getting an air conditioner just because I have one or two guests occasionally.
Dude, I'm sitting here thinking about it now. I'm sitting here thinking about getting an air conditioner. I got the fan all the way in the back, and I'm just like, it's not doing anything.
Oh, that joint's on? I didn't know it was on.
Because I'm just like, if I turn it up in the high air, it's going to be loud.
No, I can't hear it, so it's good. That's funny.
Mess up everything.
No, I'm not hot. I'm not hot. You
dude,
can tell if I was hot. You'd be able to tell if I was hot. I had my shirt off.
I think it's 150 proof that got me sweating, because I usually don't.
151.
No, this is not 151. This one.
It is 151, I believe, actually. It is.
Oh, shit, it is.
It's 151.
151. Woo! All right, cool. But yeah. So
That one makes the difference. Take it over the top.
I see. Yeah. Like, I see. It felt like I just did a whole workout, you know?
Oh, I did do a whole workout.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did. All right. I mean, I'm sorry to spend so much time on this because I sit there and go back and forth with, like, all right, like, hospitality just in general, because, you know, I already have the whole slogan in my head that's like, yo, the hospitality industry is only hospitable to those if they pay you. Mm-hmm. If they don't pay you, they don't care. But I didn't think that would still apply to, like, when it came to, like, friendships, circles, and all of that. Like, yes, we all know each other from the hospitality industry, but then I believe, and that's probably where I go wrong.
I don't know you from the hospitality industry.
I know. But, all right, so these people, all right, so not all of them, but some of them know me from the hospitality industry as working, like, side by side and all of that. And then, so, like, I think that those relationships do, like, grow, and then it's like,
they absolutely do.
Like,
they absolutely do. And I'm not telling you that everybody is shit, but that dude, Arendam, he's shit.
Like, it's crazy. Like, if you're coming in, like, cause
I have some people that I really love. I have some
to
motherfuckers that
respect
let me live on their couch that I met in the industry. I have motherfuckers who I let live on my couch that I met in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about as much hospitality as you could give a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or receive from a motherfucker. So yeah, the industry has definitely gave me some real people.
Yeah.
Gave me some of the, gave me some of the realest people in my life. But there's a lot of fake motherfuckers out there, B. You know how it is. And just because they work in hospitality don't mean they hospitable naturally.
Yeah.
Don't even mean they know what it means.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
That's why I really want to have this conversation, because I'm always having this conversation in my head. Like, I'm always talking to myself. So this is one of the moments, not because of this, but just in general.
You know who's a real hospitable person? Seth.
Seth is amazing.
Seth is mad hospitable, and he just that way. Yeah. That's just who he is. And he don't even work in the industry, which is fucking ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
But he's just naturally that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but mind you, close circle, you know, tight friend, you know?
Yeah. That's real friends. But
like,
at the same time, real friends ain't that guy.
Yeah.
I got a lot of real friends that just ain't that guy. I got a lot of real friends that got, like, $30,000-$40,000, but they ain't gonna buy me no motherfucking cheesesteak.
Yeah.
I got a lot of real friends like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look.
Meanwhile, I got other friends who was like, look, my shit almost on E, and I only got a bean for the day, but we about to go to Jersey, B. For the day, we about to go to Jersey. And I'd be like, yo, I got 50 to the cause. They be like, we up.
Like,
and that's it, bro.
Like, yo, you keep that.
Yeah.
Because
yo,
like,
I got those friends, bro.
And that's where
Sed's one of those people, bro. Cheers to Sed.
And that's where, cheers. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to all of the hospitality or hospitable people out there, you know, who's just natural with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like your actions speak so much value.
And I could say all that about Sed, and I ain't never been to that man's house. I could say all of that about Sed, and I've never been to that man's house.
Man, I mean, like, yo, his family is great. They're all, I mean, to me.
Could imagine.
To me.
No,
to me, they're great.
What you trying to say? They don't like black people, or?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I mean, because, you know, everybody's different.
Maybe they're just hospitable, bro. Keep it on subject, man. Come on.
Yeah, they're great. They're great people.
There you go.
I love them. Yeah, I'm sorry to go off on that tangent like that, but that's something that really, like, I think about kind of 24/7. And because I sit there and wonder, like, if I'm, like, because people always say to me, like, oh, I'm talking to the camera now. Because people always say to me, like, yo, you're doing too much. And for
Am I?
Yo, and I'm like, wait.
Oh, no, I thought you were telling me I was doing too much.
Oh, no, because people say to me, they're like, yo, you doing too much. Definitely when I'm at work.
Oh.
Like, when I'm at work saying they're just being hospitable, they're like, yo, chill out, you doing too much. It's like, wait, I thought that's what we're supposed to be doing. You know, so I sit there and I'm trying to find out if I'm actually, like, doing too much. Because I always feel like I'm not doing enough. And, is there a difference in, like, at least, like, within business, when you're working in the industry, could you be doing too, is there a such thing as being too hospitable?
Like this?
Do I need it?
Yeah.
What's that? What are these?
It's a mint, motherfucker.
Alright, cool.
Why did I have to tell you?
Yeah, because...
Oh, because I'm a drug user.
No, I just don't know, you know? Like, I never seen them this color. So you done got me on camera.
So that's a way of being too hospitable. Because otherwise, I can't sit here and be like you could say that's a way of being too hospitable. Mm-hmm. But when my friend's mom said, no, give him food. No, eat. That's not too hospitable to me. That's like, oh, shit, who knows when I would have ate again, you know?
Yeah.
So that's just naturally how people do it. Their approach is how their approach is, but you take it how you take it. I remember my one boy, man, I love this nigga. I miss this boy so much, and I hope I meet him again in life. But his name's Levon from New York.
Sorry.
When I went to college, this boy banged my door down. Got my roommate come wake me up. Beeping and shit, knocking and shit, everything. I'm like, bro, I'm chilling, man. I wasn't trying to go out, man. I'm broke as shit. I'm just trying to kick it till my money come back up. He was like, I don't give a fuck if you broke, come kick it. I got money, we got money. Bam, took my ass out. When I go to his house, this boy was Armenian. He was like, yo, I got this big pile of meat, bro. I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah, I don't know if that's how you get down, but what's mine is yours. I'm like, damn, this boy, he taught me how to do it. Ever since him, my life has been, I'm gonna give you something before you give me something, and that's how I win in life. That's how I win, that's my philosophy. Mm-hmm. But I don't expect everybody else to be that way, not at all. I expect everybody to exercise somewhat of that to a minimum, you know what I'm saying?
What's the minimum?
The minimum is, if you cold and I got an extra motherfucking jacket on, maybe I could give it to you. That's the minimum to me. But maybe that's too much to some other people. Yeah. If I got 2 jackets on and you cold as shit, I could give you my extra jacket. Maybe that's too much to ask for some other people. To me, that's the minimum.
Yeah, so I mean, this is...
To me, it's like, damn, God bless me with 2 jackets. Look at you got no jacket. Math. Mm-hmm. Math.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, Like, I do want to spend a lot more time on this topic because this is like the overall topic.
I mean, it's
and
still
it can
growing.
branch out so
It's still
much.
growing. If
Yeah,
I didn't
like-
just say something pertinent to the topic, I'd have told you to get the fuck off of this a long time ago, but it's still going.
No, yeah, I mean, just like, because I mean, because I feel like I'm honestly struggling with this, for the sheer fact of, I know the person that I envision myself wanting to achieve, to grow, to be, in the hospitality world, just for myself, but then it's kind of getting, I guess you say, trampled, stifled.
Stifled. Okay,
In
why?
the sense of, like, because of the business. So,
Okay, so that's why I was asking earlier. I was like,
The
is this going to
business
change your
side of it.
policy? Is this going to change your policy and how you approach these things? Because I don't think it should.
I mean, I know it changes. It changes in the way of me wanting to become more informed about what's actually occurring.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, because now, because I already know, like, I just want, like, nothing but, like, positive receptors around me. So it's just like, okay. So anytime I actually want to do something, I just genuinely just want to do it. And,
Right.
And anybody that hears, once again, it's like, oh, yeah, he's going to be there. Oh, anytime. Like, it's a mad, chill, fun event. Like, because now it's not even about the money.
You know what it is? I think you need you need a handler like Ye. Like, you just walk around and you be an artist and shit, but you have somebody else to interpret it and tell it to
But
the
we
public.
known that for years.
For everybody. What you
Because
mean?
we said, all right, because at first, because even in the music, it was just
No, 'cause, I mean,
you
I want that too. We both
you
need-
Arnardo. At that time, that's what we said. And you know,
We did say that.
We did say that. It was like, we need, so we could sit there and just come and do the thing, and then it's somebody.
Yeah, but he's his own man.
I know, but that's it's somebody like that you're saying.
Right.
That's more aggressive, assertive. That's someone that's just
No, not even that. Just somebody who's going to speak on your behalf and actually be able to communicate it,
and
or
it's just like-
or even translate it.
It's like, so.
'Cause you out here,
They don't know Arnardo, so we gotta sit there and at least try to explain what we're saying so people can understand it.
Yeah, but I don't think that is the formula. I think to sit here and describe his character, because the dude, he's just
Okay.
he's just a big aggressive guy. But to describe his character, that doesn't describe the formula. You don't necessarily need a big aggressive guy to go around advocating for you all the time. You need a person who knows your vision and can communicate it, like I said, and even at times translate what you're trying to do or what you're trying to say.
And still just
and then
feel like,
or just even the guy to pick up the check when you break
That's
all the
it.
glass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whoa. Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody needs a team. You told me for years everybody needs a team.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one of the people in your team, which
Yeah,
is not to
definitely
say that affords you the opportunity to not be responsible and not be up on your P's and Q's, but just more so to say that this affords you the opportunity to not have to be forefront and thinking about that in every mission and every project. Like, let yourself get immersed in the project itself. But that's a privilege, to be able to have somebody you could trust and somebody who understands what you're trying to do. Not even understands you, because that's way too much to ask.
Yeah.
Somebody who understands what you're trying to do. That's a fucking privilege. If you guys got one of those people, you're lucky. If anybody wants to be my guy, you hit me up. Hit me up. Or my girl, hit me up. Hit me up.
For real. For real. No,
But
'cause
yeah,
that's something
I mean, I walk around translating your needs to the public. But
I appreciate that.
yeah, of course.
It's a lot of people that do that for me as well.
Word.
That they're just like, no. I mean, I know the way it sounded, but that's not how it. That's not the intent behind it or anything like that. You know.
I think I got my mom. I got my mom. She be fucking me sometimes too, though. That's the thing. She bully me too. Who else I got?
I mean, but it's still just people. We don't have to go down the list. We don't have to go down the list at all.
I was done. That was it.
Like, because I can't be anyone's handler. Because the way that I'm the handler.
She's not my handler. I
I'm
just
making
mean
a phone call. Just
she's
like,
an
we have to clear
advocate.
this up right now.
She's an advocate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I was Heem's handler at one point. I didn't mind being that. But that's the thing. I'm an advocate. I'm naturally going to advocate for people because I naturally feel like I can see where they're coming from. I don't think that I can understand anybody, but I do feel like sometimes I can see where they're coming from a little bit. So if there's anything that I could do to help them get a little bit further where they're trying to go, if I believe in that shit, then I'm definitely down with that. Usually, that's the circumstance.
Yeah.
So I've found myself in a position trying to do that for a number of people. But at the same time, I feel like I said, you can't speak too highly of everybody knowing their own shit and being able to do their own business. Because that's what it really takes out here, man. You could be 100% of an artist but not make $1. You got to be a businessman to make the dollar.
Yeah. See, I mean, like, so, I mean, even coming off of everything, like this whole, I guess you say this whole quarantine, like, things are just wild, you know? Because a lot of people have things to say because I am vocal within the scene and, you know, I do address things. So, I mean, yes, I do become a target, you know? And I just feel like this narration or this narrative that's going to be pushed is still just like, wait, it's still, you guys are still, it's because you're on the wrong side of hospitality.
Yeah, no, it's deeper than that, bro. It's like, if you, I like that you said target. I was going to say, like, if you look into any like, influential historical figures or anybody who made like a shit of a difference, typically they had to overcome the adversity of just being different and also overcome the adversity of people challenging what they believed in because it was completely unconventional. So like, it's funny because I'm trying to sound real generic as I say that shit, but when it comes down to
I'm thinking of Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy's a good dude. Teddy's a good dude. But no, I was thinking of Sam Walton, how his brother fucked him, and how the fucking dude who owned his property fucked him, and then like how everybody was just trying to fuck him because they thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yo, I'm just trying to make the world a better place.
That's Walmart, right?
Yeah. And then I thought about Johnny Appleseed. You heard what happened to him?
No, what happened to him?
I don't know.
It's been so long ago.
I don't know.
But, you know, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know, but I don't assume niggas liked him. I assume niggas was like, yo, stay out my yard, nigga, with them seeds.
You know, yo, there's so many apple trees around now.
Yeah, but I know, he had such an impact. Shout out to him. Fucking Jesus. So many people, you know, so many influential individuals. Gandhi, Malcolm X, man, it's just so many people, right? So the point is, yeah, man, if you out here making a difference, then yeah, there is a target, right? That's the clear thing, right?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to be the target. I'm just...
No, but you're trying to make a difference.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here just
trying to make a difference, though.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Look, it was like,
you know what a conservative is?
No, what's a conservative?
Somebody who wants shit to stay the same.
Oh, see, because I only think about it the way you dress, right? When you say I'm conservative, it's just like, you know. Like,
yeah, I used it in the most general sense that I could think about, and I tried to be as non-political about it as possible, too.
But
it's impossible.
My mind went...
It's impossible. And you did that, too. No, you was like, he ain't talking about politics. He ain't talking about religion. Clothes. Yeah, he talking about clothes. So you did the same thing? Yeah. No, that's good. I like that. So you saw where I was trying to go. Or where I was trying not to go, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all the people who don't want shit to change, those are people who are going to be opposed to anybody that's making a difference, I guess you could say.
I mean, but it's so much healthier. I mean, because, as I listen to our episodes, or just the episodes just in general, I just hear me, you know? I hear what I'm saying, and I'm just like, wow, it's, you know, like, you see the naive version of me early on, then it goes into, all right, it's getting somewhere, because it's like, now, there's somebody to bounce these ideas off of, you know? To now, it's just like, oh yeah, like, I'm still not 100% just like, you know, just like solidified or anything, but it's like, oh, all right, so I can see the growth in that little idea, that thought.
Right.
You know? And, like, because it's hard to sit there and have these, like, thoughts in your head, and it's just you know?
You sound like Forrest Gump.
It's
hard to sit there and have these thoughts in your head, you know? It's just you.
Because I'm still working it out.
I'm sorry, I'm
fucking
with
you. You know, like, because it's just like, because I can't see hospitality any other way.
Remember last week when I told you why I stutter?
Because you don't have your thought together.
Yeah, because you don't. I haven't thought before I open my mouth. So I'm just sitting there stumbling over shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I mean, like, because the thought is there, but it's like, all right, how to articulate it in a way where it's going to be impactful. But like hospitality.
You want to manipulate people?
No, not manipulate people, but as it covers what I want to say, and not just the raw process or the raw energy of it. It's like where people have to say, I see where he's coming from. Like, he could have worded it better, but it could be like where his tune is just there, like, yeah, I know, I'm petty, but it's just like, no, like,
sound like me.
Like
I see where you coming from.
No, it's like, but so it's just like clear, like hospitality to me. Like if I just was set on that, if I just was thinking about that on my lonesome, I can only see it one way. I can sit there and try to guess. No, I can sit there and try to guess what how other people see it or perceive it.
I feel like you should go further. I feel like you should strive to see it other ways.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the whole. But that's like you still like me. I still try to find the root of what it is, and then I can understand how it blossomed into everything. But me coming in at a aspect where it's so jaded, it's just like, wait, all right, I don't understand the business aspect. The 7 steps of service, I guess that's
I don't know what that means.
That's a structure. All right, so for people who aren't in the hospitality industry, so a lot of places have this generic like steps of service. It's usually 7 of them where it's like someone gets seated, then you walk over, say greet, walk away, come back with water, and all that kind of stuff. It's called.
No, that's for the chimps though. That's because when you hire a chimp, they don't know exactly what they're doing, and they so nervous that they just sit there and let their heart beat. So you got to tell them what they're supposed to do, step by step. That's what you do.
Hiring process could be better.
Clearly, but who wants to do that?
HR.
No. There's no HR. They would rather hire people and manage them than just hire good people. Anyways, but no, that's literally what that's for. That's for fucking idiots and shit. It's like it's so that they know to put the square block into the square hole.
Yeah, but that's still a universal standard where people are going saying, yeah, I mean I believe when every place that you first go to, whether you're a chimp, as you would say, or not, they're still basing it off of that. It's like, well, when someone sits down, you sit there, first thing you're gonna do is drop a menu. It's still that whole structure that goes down.
Okay, I understand.
You could be super dynamic, whether you're on the floor or behind the bar, and not even have to do those steps at first. Yeah. It's just like I see you, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Or you can sit there and just have somebody else do it. You can delegate it. It's so many different ways. It doesn't have to actually. It's so many different ways to manipulate.
Everybody's got technique.
That's what I would use manipulate that.
Yeah, the process.
Yeah.
Everybody's got technique. Yeah, cool. Everybody wants to do it the way that they want to do it, I believe, and then certain places require you to do it a specific way. I know I just like to do it the way I like to do it.
Yeah, I mean, because it feels more natural. It's organic,
Hell yeah. And the thing is, the approach changes from place to place. Like, I'm not going to approach a 2-top like I'm approaching a 6-top or whatever. I'm not going to be standing behind the bar acting the same way I am when I walk up to your table. Yeah. Actually, I might do that. Who knows?
I mean, it depends on it. All right, so that's all right. So that's where I'm sitting there saying.
But either way, I'm there for you.
That's where I'm sitting there saying that I struggle because it's just like, all right, mind you, I told you I didn't come from.
What are you doing with that hand?
Huh?
You popping clutches. Punching niggas in the face.
Hospitable.
Okay.
Hospitable background. So my introduction is pretty much getting into this industry, understanding what hospitality is and having an appreciation for it. Like before it was just nothing but ignorance. I'm willing to sit there and say that, like, I could have been experiencing it, I could have been doing it, I don't know, but now I'm more aware and conscious.
All right, well, check this out then. Do you really believe that a person has to be like the classical,
No.
like hospitable?
No.
Because like to be in the hospitality industry, because think about it, this is manufactured, right? Mm-hmm. It's completely manufactured. This hospitality is manufactured. People don't, like, we figured out processes to give you what you want and make you feel personally tended to without actually giving a fuck about you or knowing who you are, right?
Yeah.
We found ways of doing that. We've tried to find our best ways. And by that, I'm saying the industry. I'm saying service industry, hospitality, whatever you want to call it.
Reading off a script. They actually give you a script at most places.
Yeah, verbatim.
Yeah.
So, Ruby Tuesday. So, I didn't work there. I don't know. So, I'm just saying, like, people have found a way of trying to do that, and that's how you industry something up. That's how you organize something. That's how you make it, like, you know, a thing. But that being an industry that makes money and that services people, because you say hospitality, like, yo, I need somewhere to sleep. Oh, hospitality industry. Yo, I need somewhere to eat. Hospitality industry. That has nothing to do with providing good customer service.
Yeah.
Literally. The industry itself implies hospitality, and the hospitality is provided by the fucking exchange and the transaction. So if I give you a bed, that's hospitality, bitch. I don't care if I smiled or not. If I put this fucking food on your table, that's hospitality, bitch, because you needed dinner.
Yeah.
I don't care if I smiled or not, right?
Yeah.
That's the industry's manufacturing of the thing. I wish I could give you an example. I was gonna go with sex workers and shit to say, yeah, I fucked you, but that don't mean I give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You would know, whatever. But the actual being hospitable part, that's extra, bro. The smiling and shit and the caring and remembering your name and knowing what you like to drink and having it on there before you even sit your ass down because I saw you at the door talking to the host, that is extra. That is not within the hospitality industry. That's within the individual.
Yeah. That's
within your fucking perfect bartender and your perfect server and a good ass manager who just want to touch tables all night because that's who he feel like being. That's extra. So I just wanted to take a moment because it just in my mind I had to realize those are not the same.
Yeah.
The hospitality industry doesn't imply implicitly that a motherfucker is supposed to be hospitable to you.
Yeah.
It implies that I'm giving you this service and this service falls under a service that's hospitable or a good that's hospitable.
Yeah.
Like the bed itself.
So that's why
the bed itself.
That's why. Okay, because that actually did relieve a lot of like tension off of my broad shoulders, you know.
Okay, big man.
But yeah, no, it actually did because I'm sitting there listening to you and I'm just like, because that's why people say passion. Mm-hmm. And it's like you can't teach passion.
Right. Can't teach a person to care.
Yeah. So because that's the way that, you know, like people say it rather than, being hospitable. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, I like that because I told you I felt jaded. You know, like, man, I felt jaded just by understanding from coming in the hospitality industry, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, in my mind just now, I had to make that distinction because I just realized that I'm like, if you just give a person the bed and you don't give a fuck about them and you don't say hi and you don't remember their name, that you still you sold them a bed. That's hospitality. Mm-hmm. That's the industry itself. It's like we're not making money off of smiles. We're making money off of filling glasses up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you do have to make the distinction, not to say that you shouldn't be. But yeah, I just realized it, bro.
Yeah, no. I mean, this is why this is important. Yeah, because I always sit there and I used to get so upset. Like even still, I get so upset. It's not even disappointment now. You know, like it's
just full on motherfucking
like
passionate outrage.
Angry, you know, like ready to cause war. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's just like. Y'all, you know, it's like y'all don't care, you know, like y'all not even trying, you know, like or anything like that, you know, when I'm experiencing when I'm going out dining, you know, to the point where it's just like I become so like numb to it. It's like, oh, I'm not even looking at this. I'm not caring about the service, like.
Yeah, I skip that.
I skip that. Get drinks and I
skip caring about the service. I assume I'm gonna give them 20% and they're not gonna fuck it up. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's what I assume.
That's it.
Always. You know? And if they do great and I remember them and I love them and they're amazing, I fuck around and give them 50 out my ass.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dickhead that way.
But outside of that, it's just like, nah, you know? Like, I kind of like had to, I guess, like, what is it? Disenfranchise myself from it. And then, like, even now, when people sit
I don't think that's the word.
I don't think so either.
But
but just had to
separate yourself. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Separate
myself. Say distance.
It's like ooh.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just to sit there and like even now, people are just like, yo, like, oh, I was with Ian and Fred. We were at Wine Dive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were about to close. You know.
And they were being.
No, they were actually they were actually cool.
I'm talking about Ian and Fred.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They was being like regular people.
Yeah, and then
acted like they was their right to stay there and shit.
Yeah, so, I mean like so Fred understood what I was saying. I was like, yo, we should definitely.